Oh
Hey,
my, Sam Witwer. How's it going, man?
how's it going, dude?
Dude, oh my God. What is it? How is it they do it in Wayne's World? Not worthy. Not worthy.
Awesome. Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah. I would have thought Wayne's World would be before your time. How old are you, dude?
I am 31 years young, sir.
I see. I see. So not quite before your time. Not,
Not
not
really. I can't pull off immortality like you then.
right. That's right. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Dude, man, it goes without saying. Um, you were the one I was looking most forward to.
No, thank you, man.
I'm a big fan of yours, going all the way back to Dexter, all the way to
Oh, wow.
Smallville, Being Human, vastly underrated show. And I'm still a little bit salty that it may have kind of ended before its time. I've heard, but I'm happy with what I got because you kind of saved vampires, bud. You kind of did.
Appreciate that, man. Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Before the Twilight phase, you guys came in and saved it. So
I appreciate that. We loved making that show. That was a very, really, really fun period in all of our lives when we talk about it. It's just really, really, really awesome. I mean, we were overworked and tired and stuff like that, but we just loved working together. It was a really, really good time.
Dude, man, it's amazing. That, and of course, I was laid up in a hospital one day, and I got a PlayStation 1 and a little game called Force Unleashed happened. And I
Oh,
was like,
wow.
hey, that's the guy who played Doomsday. Oh my God! And started playing that, and of course, Star Wars all the way. So I was like, okay, so he's this. That voice sounds familiar. Son from Mortis. Okay. Darth Maul's coming back. Okay. Okay, that's his voice. How did he? It's amazing. I don't get it.
Your version of events is kind of exactly what it was like for me. It was kind of like,
Really?
well, yeah, sort of, because it was kind of, Star Wars is like my favorite thing. So when Force Unleashed happened, I was like, this is great. I get to work on Star Wars. Life doesn't get any better than this, and this is cool. And then when it was done, it was like, okay, well, cool. That was really a lot of fun. I'm so glad that happened. And then they want you to do a thing on Clone Wars for this. You're going to be playing this weird, interesting character. Well, what is it? Well, you're going to play the dark side of the Force. I'm like, oh. And then, just they kept hiring me for stuff, which I thought was really very, very sweet of them,
Yeah.
So like my favorite thing, Star Wars, I get to participate in it over 12 years, which is just weird and wonderful and great.
Dude.
Yeah.
That is so awesome. Before I go selfish and everything like that, because I can pull this, interview up and everything just amazing as well. Before I go on about myself, I just have two things requested, if that's okay, because I told my friends and they were like, please ask this. Like, I will try when I'm not freaking out. Sam Witwer. And okay, so a friend of mine, Kat Lascelle, has a YouTube page. She's an artist, and she loves Maul. She loves Darth Maul like no one else. She kind of wished you would have won the fight, at the very end of Rebels, but Obi-Wan unfortunately had to live, and
he does have to live. Very important.
I know it's just tragic, but no, she. So I told her, her friend, I was like, hey, how bad would she freak out if I got Sam Witwer just to say, congratulations on 12K, in a somewhat Maul voice. I'm not yelling Kenobi. I don't want you to do that. Please don't do that. You don't need to do that. But just like a congratulations, Kat, could I possibly get that?
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Congratulations, Kat, on 12K.
You rock, Sam. That's awesome. And finally, the other question. You were on Star Wars Theories podcast a while back, Rule of Two, and I'm part of his Discord on there, and he never got a chance to ask you. He was bothered by this. He wanted to know, and generally I'm kind of curious as well because I love the Mortis arc. Is Red between your brilliance and Dave Filoni and obviously the maker George Lucas? Which is more powerful, a red Force lightning or like Palpatine's? Like that's just a thing. Like,
well, it all depends on how literal all of that was.
Okay.
Did that all sort of happen? or was that all in their head, or some combination of that? Are those events playing out even now in other iterations of Star Wars? You know, I would say to take those episodes totally literally would maybe be not the way that they were intended. So, you know, for example, if the son got what he wanted and turned Anakin early, you know, if Anakin had gotten off of Mortis with his ship, you know, I don't know that the son would have just appeared with Anakin in a shuttle during the Clone Wars. I think it would have been that Anakin would have come back with a different focus. You never would have seen the son. He would have, you know, they were somewhere else. That was a place that was not necessarily, maybe even physical. You know, it's hard to say. So, but to get more specific than that, I don't know if I'm qualified.
Oh, come on, man! You're like a walking encyclopedia of the Force there.
For sure.
But, okay, so aside from my friends and everything, also I love your music, man. Crash Tones. When did you start that? I just discovered this.
Yeah, well, this was something that I used to love recording songs and stuff with my friends in my basement when I was growing up, and it's just something that I've never really let go of. So, you know, Crash Tones is my imaginary band. So it's me playing all the instruments, and it's a drummer friend of mine helping me. And yeah, even now during this lockdown, I'm still recording some music and stuff like that for further Crash Tones releases. But I guess for me, it's just, if there's one thing I'd like to try to accomplish with my music, is I'd love it if the response that people have to it is just, I don't know what that is. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird. And I'm glad that people say it's weird. I'm like, good. I would hate to think that I released music that wasn't weird or that sounded like other people's music. That wouldn't be worth it.
Dude, you kill it, man. I love like the artwork behind it. Like I said, I just discovered this a couple of days ago. Go ahead.
The artwork was done by Amy Beth Christensen. www.artbyabc.com. She designed Starkiller. She worked on Clone Wars. She worked on everything.
Familiar. Oh my God.
Yeah, she did the artwork for the Crash Tones. So, you know,
dude,
we've been working together for a while, and she continues to create incredible Star Wars designs for Lucasfilm.
Oh my God, man.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome. If I would like buy album off your website for that, how would I get your like autograph on? Is there a way to do that?
Well, you know, earlier I did a thing on Etsy where I would sign it and send it off. The problem is right now I can't really, with all the lockdown stuff, can't really go in and out of the post office over and over again. So right now, for the time being, the best thing to do would be to just, you know, get it on Amazon and stuff like that. But if there's a, you know, look, if you bring it to a con or something, I'm happy to sign it if in the future at some point when we're doing that. But yeah, you know, it was fun to do that, and I'm glad that people like it, and I'm glad that people are buying it. You know, I've just wanted to create like a record, like a vinyl, and hold it in my hands and go, I made an archaic piece of music technology, you know. And also the CD sounds great. I'm going to be doing a cassette as well, just because I'm having fun with it. So, dude,
it's amazing. Like I said, I just listened to like a little thing of it, and I was like, is there anything this guy can't do? He's immortal. He's part of the Force. He can't die. He's immortal. He literally can't die. He can do everything.
I think everyone can do everything. It's just, I don't know that. Yeah, it's just hopefully people think I do it okay, whatever it is that I'm doing. I'm gonna add a few more seconds here, so we can say a proper goodbye.
I really do appreciate it.
Yeah. No
I'll ask, you know, just one more question. I'll just and everything. I don't want to keep you, man, but for Smallville question, how difficult was it in season 8? I know Tom's like a giant. I know he is.
Yeah.
I was watching, and I was the fortress fight where you guys were in there, and I know he even wears boots, so that can't help things. But your eyes are intense as well. But I was like, okay, how tough was that to do? How tough was that to film?
It's. I'll tell you what. I'll leave you with this. Okay. It's just hard to menace someone who's that much bigger than you. You know, I tried to make up for it in performance or whatever, but I don't know if I did. But Tom is such a great guy, and he was so wonderful to work with. So you know, it's not the worst thing to have to clash with that guy on set.
Dude, man, your eyes did it all. Like between
Oh,
that and everything else, like you're amazing, dude. Thanks, I appreciate it.
Well, dude, thank you so much for saying hi.
You're the man. Like I said, thank you so much for this. I really appreciate it, Sam. You stay safe and stay awesome, brother.
Stay safe.